Hey there, welcome to the Learning Liaisons, where we believe that this test does not define your ability to teach and get into the classroom. In this video, we're going to be discussing Venn diagrams, a topic that covers both the 5732 and 5733 tests. And this is for both the Praxis Core Math, old and new. So in this video, we have two examples coming up, and what we want to do here is you want to grab a pencil and paper and maybe a calculator and get ready to go ahead and crush these problems. So go ahead, pause the video, give yourself a shot to do that so that we can get started soon. And remember, go ahead and like and subscribe this video and subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with these free videos that we pump out periodically. That way, again, you can keep clearing up the confusion and passing your upcoming attempt. All right? So when it comes to the old version, the 5732, you can find Venn diagrams in topic or category 1C. So 1, that's where we have, number sense and operations, and the C is for quantities. All right? So 1C in the old, and in the new Praxis, 5733, this can be found in category 3A, so algebra. All right? So the change happened, remember, in September 2019, and so in this video, we're going to do everything we can to cover topics from both tests. So with that said, again, grab your pencil and paper, a minute 40 seconds. We're going to go ahead and show you the first example here. Pause the video when you see the problem, give yourself that chance, and then we'll see how we did. Let's get started. Hey everybody, welcome to question 1 in this video series. So, the diagram to the left illustrates what 60 students in a high school like to watch on TV. What fraction of students do not like to watch the news on TV? So, go ahead and give yourself the appropriate amount of time and then press play when you're ready. Alright, hopefully you've had the chance to press pause here. Come on, here we go. Let's get it done. So the question is basically referring to this diagram, this Venn diagram right there on our left. And what we want to do here is we need to go ahead and just interpret it the right way. So first off, what are we talking about and what are we looking for? So we're talking about what 60 students here, what they like to watch on TV. So sitcoms, anime, and the news. And so we want to know who doesn't like to watch the news. All right, so who is not watching the news out of 60? So that's a pretty good hint for us right there because we're already told that we have 60 students. So with that said, our answer will be out of 60. And then moving forward, we just want to go ahead and count anything that's not the news. So notice that the news is this entire circle right here. And this 6 represents the news and anime, 13 represents news and sitcoms, and 4 represents all 3, sitcoms, anime, and news. So knowing that, we can't include any of those. We actually can't include any of those because they include the news. So we'll just go ahead and count these up here. 10 plus 8, 18, plus 13, 31. And so our answer is 31 out of 60 of these folks do not watch the news, or don't like to watch it at least. So there it is. Answer is A. I hope this helps. See you in the next problem. All right, so although that first problem was a little straightforward, I hope that we can see some of the fundamentals there coming in together, right? And that's the thing. To be able to tackle those medium and hard level questions, you want to be able to understand the categories and competencies really at their foundation. Understand it at the foundation, learn that you can't really build a house on mud. Because when you get into the game of memorizing, again, you memorize for one day or one attempt, and then let's say, hopefully we don't, but if we fail, well, all that information that you memorized kind of just leaks out of your ear, and we really don't want that. What we want is to learn authentically and learn conceptually. We want to learn the concept. So it's kind of like learning how to speak a different language. If you just memorize some words and phrases, well, you're kind of trying to weave your way in and out of a conversation, and you're not really going to get the results that you want in terms of a good conversation or dialogue. But if you take the time to learn the fundamentals, the alphabet of that language, every structure of sentences and how sentences work, hey, you're well equipped to continue a discussion beyond memorizing a few words and phrases. And that's like math. Math is a language. It's the same thing. You got to start with the foundation so you can actually talk about it later on. And the thing is, there's so many topics, right? And so you really have to learn a little mini conversation for every single topic, and that's okay. But just remember, it happens one at a time. You're not learning it all at once. It's one at a time. And after you're studying for 2-3 weeks, you'll have enough, or maybe 4 to 6 weeks, wherever your pace is. But at the end of that time frame, if you're committed and really intentional about it, hey, you'll be where you want to be. So let's go ahead and check out problem number 2. Remember to pause the video, giving yourself 1 minute and 40 seconds. Go. Hey everybody, welcome to question 10, your last question here in this set. So pause the video, give it a shot, press play when you're ready. Of the 150 students in an art club, 57 made a painting, 54 made a sculpture, and 6 made a sculpture and a painting. How many students have made neither a sculpture nor painting? So to get this problem done, I believe that we're going to want to draw a Venn diagram here. So what we want to go ahead and take into account is that we're looking for, although we're talking about, painting and sculpture, we're looking for neither, okay? So essentially what we want to start off with is try to draw your Venn diagram within a nice little circle, or a rectangle. It threw me off because technology sometimes doesn't work when it's supposed to. Let's see if it works there. Cool, it does. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and let me just hollow this thing out. All right, and then within I'm going to go ahead and draw my Venn diagram. And here's why. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mark one of them as paintings, the other one as sculpture, and I'm going to write out the specific information first. So the most specific information is 6 made a sculpture and a painting. So if 57 made a painting and 6 is already here, that makes this 51. We subtract 57 minus 6 because the entire circle needs to add up to 57. Now up next, for the sculptures, well, 54 made a sculpture. So if 6 is already there, that makes this 48. Because again, that circle needs to add up to 54. So there we go. And we're going to add everything up and we'll see where we are. So 51 plus 6, 57. 57 plus 48. So 57 plus 48, that's going to give us 97 plus 8, so that's 105 so far. But remember, the whole thing is 150. So if the whole thing is 150, and again, we're going to add it up again. So 57 plus 48 is 105. So if we have 105, but it's supposed to be 150 students, well, if you subtract, we get 45 left over. So that means that there are 45 students that drew or made neither a painting or a sculpture. So with that said, there it is. That means that 45 are out here somewhere. Neither. So I hope this makes sense. I'm hoping that we're getting a little more of an understanding here for these types of problems. Now this is the last question in the set, but it doesn't mean it stops here. Continue practicing, continue finding more practice either on this channel, our boot camp, our practice tests. So hopefully we enjoy that second type of Venn diagram problem. These problems are a little versatile. You can go from a simple 2-circle Venn diagram to a triple Venn diagram to a Venn diagram within a frame that you have to really sort out this information. And so I'm happy that we could expose you to these types of problems because they're going to be on your test, right? And so we want to prepare for them as best we can. Some problems, they may give us the Venn diagram outright. Some problems, they may describe the relationship that defines a Venn diagram. And so you need to be well equipped to identify where that's happening, all right? And so moving forward, it really shouldn't be about struggling to find the right material. What we do here at the Learning Liaisons is we put the right information in front of you so that you can be really rest assured that you're studying the right thing and you're making the appropriate progress day in and day out. So with that said, those problems were from our Praxis Core Question Bank channel. And you may know it as the channel, you may know it as the question bank, but there are over 200 problems in there with video solutions to every single problem, just like the ones you saw. And we pride ourselves in helping people clear up the confusion and passing on their next attempt. So shout out to Katie, who just passed last week after taking it 5 times, and she finally passed it. She let us know in our Facebook group, and we're so ecstatic that she passed. So with that said, guys, sign up for the Praxis Core Question Bank. It's the best thing out there in terms of getting pure practice. We also have a boot camp course. All those links are in the description of this video. You can go ahead and sign up for the boot camp or sign up for the question bank, depending on where you feel you need more help. So for example, if you feel like you have no idea what a lot of these concepts are and you don't know how to study at all, hey, boot camp, get in there, get after it. There's a video for every lesson. We've got flashcards, sets, practice problems, the whole 9 yards. And if you just need pure practice, that's where the question bank comes in. It's much more affordable, and you can go and hammer in those problems day in, day out. But regardless, Either way, you can always communicate with me, Anderson, the math director here at the Learning Liaisons, for any of your Praxis Core needs, including score report reviews, tutoring, or just general advice. So my email also is in the description. It's anderson@thelearningliaisons.com. And regardless, we want you guys to succeed and pass. At the end of the day, it's all about the kids. So avoid that confusion and sign up today. Again, I'm Anderson with the Learning Liaisons. You guys have an awesome day. When you see you in the next video.